If it's nighttime and there's like glass, like if I'm inside a house and the lights are on and it's dark outside and I know I'm exposed, exposed sounds really bad, but you know what I mean.
It's an honor.
How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Congratulations on Scream. I was a nervous wreck just watching the trailer for this.
Sorry.
It's a good thing. It's a good sign.
Good, that's what we want.
David, I imagine you'll never forget the first time you walked onto the set of Scream 25 years ago. Seeing Jack and the rest of the cast join the franchise, was there anything that made you think about that first time experience shooting the movie?
Oh yeah, there's been a lot of things.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think on this film, in some of it, they've rebuilt the original house, so that in itself was a big flashback and very emotional in a lot of ways. For us, our experience was very much like summer camp. We were all in like a DoubleTree hotel, a little hotel together, and weren't spending any time really outside of the cast or outside of shooting because of our hours. So we got really tight. And because of COVID, these guys did the same. So it was really lovely to see that they had a similar bonding experience on this movie and had as much fun as I think we did.
Just working with Nev and Courtney again, just really did it. And then seeing Jack and the whole group of these new actors kind of getting along like we did on the original film was really fun to see. But they were much more professional than us.
We couldn't go anywhere. There was COVID.
That's true.
We couldn't go.
But we were, yeah, that's true.
It was such a small little town that we were in, and I just was so excited to work with Wes Craven. I've just always been such a fan, and he's such a gentle, sweet, funny man, and I was just in awe of watching the way he would make things scary without even, it wasn't even scary, but just like the way he did the camera angles, and I loved the whole process, and walking on the set was just exciting.
It was great, and yeah, throughout the whole time I had a lot of thoughts of Wes, a lot of memories of how impactful he was in my life.
Hello?
It's happening.
3 attacks so far. Do you have a gun?
I'm Sydney Prescott. Of course I have a gun.
Melissa, joining this iconic franchise must be like being welcomed into a family. Was there a real pinch me moment for you on set?
I mean, so many. I had so many pinch me moments. The first day that we were on set was a pinch me moment. Then the first day that Courtney was on set was another pinch me moment. And her first scene was with me. It was a scene where I am basically in awe of Gale Weathers. And I just remember feeling like, oh, I'm not even acting in this scene at all. Because I was in such awe of Courtney that I was like, oh my God, this is just the easiest scene to start with. And then when Nev came on a little later and I had a scene with both of them, I was just asking the directors to sneak pictures because I couldn't believe it. It was insane.
Was there a Scream group chat you were added to?
Yes, there still is a Scream group chat. Yeah, we still have it. We still all talk. We all became incredible friends. I do have to give credit to David and Courtney and Nev, who welcomed us all in the kindest possible way. Like, this is such a major franchise. We were all so excited to do this, and then to have, they always say never meet your heroes, but in this case, I'm very happy I did because they were all awesome and just couldn't be, he taught us how to paint one day. You took us on a hike. Just all these amazing, Courtney was inviting us out to dinners and just being everyone was so welcoming and so kind, and I don't know, it was just such a nice environment for a movie where there's a lot of blood and guts and carnage. It was really a great experience.
It sounds like a summer camp with lots of blood and guts.
Yeah, I was trying not to say summer camp because that's I feel like all actors say, they're like, oh, it's like summer camp. But this one was probably the closest to summer camp I've ever gotten.
Now I need to know, who's the most active on the Scream group chat?
Ooh, I would say it's, I think it's a toss-up between Mason Gooding and I think Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera. The three of them, I think, are the most active. But we all chime in.
Horror films really have the power to change your behavior. I'm scared of dolls because of Chucky.
Oh, yeah.
Has a horror film ever made you irrationally afraid of something?
Oh, I'm irrationally afraid of bathroom stalls, especially in movie theaters. Well, any bathroom stall, really, at this point. As long as, I mean, I'm always looking under to see if there are feet that come down. I'm afraid of parking lots in the dark. I'm afraid of, I'm afraid that anybody could just become a wacko. I mean, I'm just turned into a scaredy cat since these films.
Jaws.
Yeah, Jaws. If you could call that
scary.
would you call it a horror movie? I would.
I mean, yeah, I guess
It's a slasher movie where the slasher is a shark.
Probably the only thing that comes back to me from these movies is if it's nighttime and there's like glass. Like if I'm inside a house and the lights are on and it's dark outside and I know I'm exposed, like exposed sounds really bad, but you know what I mean? People can see me, but I can't see them.
Yeah.
That is scary.
Scream 1, garage doors. I'll make you afraid of those for a while.
I was scared of like flying Dementor looking like things for a really long time because of a movie called Darkness Falls, which was, funnily enough, I didn't even know when I met Jamie, one of the writers of this Scream, that was the first movie that he wrote. And I watched it when I was young, and it was this like, it was a tooth fairy, but it was this like weird flying like black cape with no face, and it just like flew up. And in that moment, in that time, I had a bedroom with like a mezzanine, like my bed was on top, so I would look over and just feel like there was gonna be a thing that like flew up and scared me, so I couldn't sleep facing that way. But yeah, I'm just scared of like the dark in general.
Well, I'm scared of like everything.
I know who you are.
I've been through this a lot.
I get nervous out and about seeing people wear the ghost face mask. David, I imagine you've seen so many people over the years dressed up as the Scream characters. What's been one of the most memorable fan encounters you've had?
I've wrestled a Scream ghost face. You know, that's probably one of the most memorable. Now, the funny thing is horror fans are like the sweetest fans you'll ever meet. You know, they come up, some of them have tattoos with the, mask on them. And like, they're just like, they love the film so much. And it's just great when that happens because you want to make films that people really enjoy.
You must never get bored of just seeing people dressing up as you.
No, I like it. I always like, yeah, you did a good one or whatever. I'd go out as myself. I'd just put a mustache on, easy costume.
Done.
Who cares?
The characters in this are so fearless. I'm interested to know, what's been one of the biggest fears you've had to overcome as an actor in your careers?
I think like the voice in my head is my thing I had to come over, like the negative voice, just you're not good enough for this. Or I played Sherlock Holmes once and it was miscast, but it was a comedic sort of take on it. But I got some bad reviews, and then you just have to go out again for the next month doing this role and just sort of like keep your chin up even though you feel like you're dying inside. That's one.
Yeah, that's I'm kind of right with David. It's the negative voice. It's a very strong, the negative voice in our heads. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you guys absolutely nailed this, and I know everyone's so excited to see it. Thank you so much for talking to me, and huge congrats on the movie.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
I wish I could talk to you guys all day, but I'm getting the wrap. Thank you so much. Huge congrats on the movie.
Thank you. I love your hair.